Under fire, HHS nominee Tom Price says financial dealings were legal. Donald Trump's nominee to lead the Department of Health and Human Services, Representative Tom Price, defended himself from accusations of inappropriate financial investments Wednesday in a fiery 4-hour hearing that exposed the congressman's political vulnerabilities. "Everything that we have done has been above board, transparent, ethical and legal," Price told the Senate Health Committee as Democrats grilled him over stock purchases that they said appeared to show that Price made financial gains from his work as a legislator. Price, an orthopedic surgeon, made his name in Washington as an ardent critic of Obamacare and authored among the most detailed legislation to dismantle President Barack Obama's landmark healthcare law. If confirmed, Price could play an outsized role in efforts to roll back major parts of the law, a top legislative priority for Republicans under the Trump administration. But while Price fielded plenty of questions Wednesday about his views on reforming the healthcare system, it was his actions as an investor that sparked the tensest exchanges and seemed at times to leave the veteran lawmaker flustered. Right off the bat, Senator Patty Murray, the top Democrat on the Health Committee, grilled Price on whether he purchased stocks in a company called Innate Immunotherapeutics after receiving a stock tip from a fellow member of the House, GOP Representative Chris Collins. "Do you believe it is appropriate for a senior member of Congress, actively involved in policy-making in a health center, to repeatedly personally invest in a drug company that could benefit from those actions?" Murray asked. "That's not what happened," said Price, who insisted repeatedly that he never received information that could be considered stock tip. Murray shot back, "I believe it's inappropriate, and we need answers to this." Later in the hearing, Price also said he has no idea what stocks he owns when Senator Al Franken brought up Congressman's prior holdings in tobacco companies. How do you square reaping personal financial gains from sales of an addictive product that kills millions of Americans every decade with also voting against measures to reduce the death toll inflicted by tobacco? Franken asked. The question was among the most antagonistic and personally hitting for Price, who had said earlier that his father had been a Lucky Strike smoker from World War II who died from emphysema. "I have no idea what stocks I held in the 90s or the 2000s or even now," Price said. "All of these decisions for all of us, I suspect, are through mutual funds and through pension funds." One specific ethics concern raised during the hearing was Price's investment last year in a medical device manufacturer called Zimmer Biomet. CNN reported on Monday that after buying shares in the company, Price introduced legislation that would have benefited the firm. Democratic Senator Elizabeth Warren said it was hard to believe that Price's broker was simply someone you pay to handle the paperwork. "This is someone who buys stock at your direction. This is someone who buys and sells the stocks you want them to buy and sell," Warren said. "Not true." "That's not true, Senator," Price responded. "Just because you decide not to tell them. Wink, wink, nod, nod, and we're all just supposed to believe that." When Warren pressed Price further on whether he took deliberate action as a lawmaker to help the company, Price shot back that he was offended by the insinuation. But while Price said he didn't know what stocks he previously owned, he maintained that he has divulged his and his wife's holdings every year and has updated it if there were any changes. "There isn't a single bit of information that's out here that I didn't reveal to the public in a transparent process," he said.